Hello, boys and girls. This is your language arts lesson for Wednesday, May 13th. We're going to start off in your Reading Street book, and we're going to go over the critical thinking questions about the story Red, White, and Blue. So, number 1, where in your community might you see a flag flying based on what you learned in the text? So, based on what you learned in the text, I want you to think about where might you see a flag flying. Number 2, why do you think the author wrote about the American flag? So what does the author want you to know? Think about that. 3, why did the author show flags from the Revolution on page 405? 4, summarize what you learned about the design of the flag. And then the look back and write, we're not going to do this today. We're going to do this another time. So look back at page 409. Why did Francis Scott Key write the Star-Spangled Banner? Provide evidence to support your answer. So here we have a little story about John Herman. John Herman grew up near New York City. He knew he wanted to be a writer when he was 12 years old. Now he writes books for adults, teenagers, and children. Mr. Herman likes to make up stories. Red, White, and Blue gave him a chance to write about real events. He loves reading about American history, so this was a new thing for him to try. He hopes to write more books like this in the future. So here you have a page in your Readers and Writers Notebook, page 503. You're going to read the story and write the answers to each question. So you have a short story here, and then you're going to answer these 3 questions about the author's purpose. So why did the author write this story? So number 1 is, what is the topic of the story? So look back and be able to state the topic. What would be a good title for the story? Peanuts and Pecans or Food from the Americas? And 3, why do you think the author wrote this story? So go ahead and read the story and answer these 3 questions. Once you've completed that, you can work on this tally chart. So this is a tally chart. You guys learned all about this in math class. So here we see the tally marks, and this is a chart. It says, look at the tally chart, write the answer to each question. People who saw the flag show. And then it's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. There's 2 blank spots here, so we'll see what we're going to do with those. Number 1, what information is given on the chart? Well, what is this chart about? In order to find that, you can always look at the title of the chart. So I would think this chart is about people who saw the flag show. Number 2, how many people saw the show on Thursday? So what you do is you go over and look at Thursday, count up the tally marks. Number 3, on Wednesday, 8 people saw the show, and add that information to the chart. So on Wednesday, 8 people saw the show. So let's look at this tally chart. There is a space here, so let's figure out, is it this one or this one? Monday, Tuesday. What comes after Tuesday? Wednesday. So that's where you'll put it, and you'll make 8 tally marks. Don't forget, the first 5 need to be with the little dash across. On Friday, 7 people saw the show. Add that information to the chart. So here's where you'll add in Friday and add the tally marks. On what 2 days did the same number of people see the show? So you're going to look for an equal amount of people seeing the show. And then number 6, how many more people saw the show on Tuesday than on Monday? So how many more? You're finding the difference. So remember, you're going to be doing some subtracting. Here on page 502, you're working on abbreviations. You're going to read the journal entry, Circle the 3 abbreviations that are misspelled and write the words correctly. So let's take a look at these abbreviations. You're going to find 3 of those here misspelled, and then you're going to rewrite them correctly. Down below, circle the abbreviation that is spelled correctly. Pretty straightforward. Now here I have a little video for you about punctuation.
Punctuation, punctuation, here's an explanation of punctuation. Commas, quotations, parentheses, using punctuation really is a breeze. Commas are used to separate words. The big brown fox is chasing a bird. A series of words will be more clear when you use your commas right and put them here. Dates and places need commas too. After February 2nd in Kalamazoo. Commas and parts of a letter shouldn't be ignored. After Dear Mr. Thompson and Truly Yours. A comma is what a compound sentence needs. They go before conjunctions and they help you read. Punctuation, punctuation, here's an explanation of punctuation. Dialogue is a conversation. Here's what we need for punctuation. Quotation marks. When a character speaks, that's how we know. Now we know what they are, let's see where they go. My name is Jimmy, and I like sharks. We position exactly what he said between quotation marks. Punctuation, punctuation, here's another punctuation explanation. 2 little lines that look like these, they're curved and known as parentheses. Extra information is in between. Have a look at our example just to see what we mean. Corey is a member of our band, the jazzy little trio that's in demand. Punctuation, punctuation, that's your education on punctuation. Commas, quotations, parentheses, using punctuation really is a breeze.
Okay. And now you have a little bit of work with punctuation marks. So I'm going to give you guys a big tip. With punctuation marks, just think of it this way. With sentences like these, the only thing, think about what you're going to leave out. So everything will go in the punctuation marks except the things that are not said. So, our flag has many nicknames, said Martha. You only see one there. You know that's not it. Our flag has many nicknames, said Martha. And you see a punctuation mark at the beginning and one at the ending. And then said Martha is outside of the punctuation marks. That one looks like it's the one. Bingo, that's probably it. But let's check the other one just to make sure. It's always a good idea to read all of your choices. Our flag has many nicknames, said Martha. Well, people don't go around saying, said Martha. You don't say that. So that doesn't belong inside. That punctuation mark needs to be moved right over here after the comma. So B is the correct answer. So you guys are going to do great on this. And if you have any questions, bring them to the Zoom meeting and I will see you there. All right. Bye, guys.